Hello guys, we are inside the Takrady Library where the Sane video forum is ongoing. It's all about mental health. We're discussing mental health and everything that comes with it. And today I have with me the host of the mid-morning show on Empire 102.7 FM, Miss Na Ayoko.
Darling. Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
We know Empire FM is a media partner. What is that one thing that made you to decide that no, mental health, let me come here and talk about it?
Okay, so Empire FM as a brand, we believe in making lives better. That's what we are. That's how come our tagline is feel the difference. And we feel like to be able to feel the difference, you need to be healthy. And one area that we forget is the mind. That is the most important part of your whole body. It controls whoever you are. Everything starts with the brain. So if there's something going on wrong there, that means almost everything will be affected. So we took it upon ourselves to partner with Norules to bring to you the Mind Your Health tips every day on our frequency. And being here today, I think it's personally, mental health is very important to me. It's close to my heart because I found out on my show that everybody is 1% crazy. And I know some friends who are like about 5% crazy because they are cuckoos over there. So I believe that we need to address it. We need to talk about it. We need to stop that stigma that, oh, if you talk about the brain, that means you're mad or something. We are all mad. Just that we are not walking around naked. So we need to make sure that we are healthy in our mind. Everything starts with our mind. That's what I believe.
Well, tackling mental health, do you think we are doing enough in helping people?
We are not doing enough at all. I think it starts with us. Do we even talk about it? We don't. And let me give you this very simple example. When you ask somebody, oh, how are you doing? We think it's normal. How are you doing? Oh, I'm fine. But when you ask, how are you doing? You should be able to really want to know how the person is doing. Maybe my day is not going right, and you just smiling at me will make it better. Or you telling me that, oh, wow, now I like your shoes. And girls, we love our shoes. We're like, oh yeah, it'll give me some confidence, to go out there and be a better version of me. And when we are asked, how are you doing? And you go like, I am fine. Because you feel like that's what we need to say. Oh, Charlie, what's up? Charlie, dare you? Everything cool, everything crisp. You talk about that. But deep down, you are not okay. So it's about time we open that conversation and we start to talk about it. If you are not fine, say, Charlie, things not they be. Probably you saying that it will be will make the person okay. Or maybe the person just wants someone to talk to. So it's about time we start that conversation and it starts with both you and myself.
What do you have to say to someone who is going through any mental health disorder?
If you are going through a mental disorder and you are on your medication, honey, take that pill. It's given to you for a reason, so take it with swag. Take it with swag. That means when you wake up in the morning, you look good in the mirror, go like, yeah, I look good, and take your pill and take it with swag. You need to do it first and foremost. And then if you are going through any sort of emotional distress, the economy is difficult. We are all depressed. All I can say is that you are not alone. There are so many people going through it with you. Others have survived it, and so would you. And stop thinking, why me? Why me? If not you, then who else? Me? No, I had my own fair share of issues. I don't want your wahala. Just tell yourself that, hey, I will get through this. This is not happening to me. It's happening for me. If it's happening for me, that means there is something good in it that I will get. There is something I'm supposed to learn from it to better myself or better someone else's life. So stop asking yourself, why me? And start asking, what is in this for me? And know that it will be okay. Take it a day at a time. God will meet you where you fall short. So just give it to Him, go through it, and at the end, it will end in praise.
Yes, it will end in praise. Well, thank you very much, Ms. Na.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We are still inside the Takrady Library where the Sane video forum is still ongoing. We are trying to have some interactions with some of the people around. And I have with me this beautiful lady. She actually is in one of the movies, the short movies that we watch. And in the movie, she was a Bbah. So I'll let her introduce herself.
My name is Sheila.
So how did you come on board? The Sane, yes.
Okay. The producer called me and he was like, he's working on this project, so he has this role for me. So I auditioned for it, and then I was picked.
Let's talk about how it went on set. We watched what happened, what the edited part of it. We don't know what happened behind the scenes. How was the feeling like having to play the role of a depressed young lady?
Okay, behind the scene, well, a lot happened. A lot. I mean, we had to shoot this thing several times because we wanted it to come out perfect. Yeah, I think we shot it around about 3 or 4 times. We had to go on set again, insert certain scenes and all that because we wanted a perfect job. So it took a while, but God being so good, it came out well. So we just give thanks to God. Yeah.
So you played the role of someone who was depressed. Let's come back into real life. Have you ever gone through that before in real life, not in the movie, not behind the camera?
Okay, one way or the other, I'll say yes. I've been through it. Yeah, I've been through that state in my life before, and it's not a good experience. I wouldn't wish anybody would go through that. Yeah, but it's part of life. And in a part of like in Ghana or in a part of the world, like people don't really give attention. Like when you say you are depressed, people go like, I mean, what? You are depressed.
You just want attention.
You just want attention or something. But in other parts of the world, like when you say you are depressed, like people will come to you, they want to talk, they want you to share your problems and all that. But here, they just don't care.
Okay, so in the movie, your parents were not there for you emotionally. So your last words to parents out there.
Okay, all I would say is that parents out there, they should just take good care of their kids. Some of the kids, like when they go to school or they go out to play with their friends and all, they go through a lot of things. Some go out and they talk to their friends. Their friends will advise them. Maybe what they will tell them to do is not right or something. So they should just give a listening ear to their children. Although you will be busy going to work and all that, you have to make time. Even on weekends, you have to be at home with your kids and all that. Listen to them. Let them share their problems with you. And I think everything will be cool.
What's next after Sane movie?
Since I'm an actor, I have various projects I'm working on now, a couple of series and then some short films. So very soon they'll be.
So we should expect something big.
Yeah, expect something big, yeah.
All right, thank you very much. We are still inside the Takrady Library where the Sane video forum is ongoing, and I have here Herbert.
Yes.
He's actually with Pilolo, GH.
Yes, I am.
How is Pilolo doing?
I think so far is doing great, and we are anticipating for more projects, and maybe we'll start focusing on health more since most of the members from Pilolo are also members of Norules GH.
Okay, so last weekend we were talking about social media. Yes. Today it's about mental health. Why did you decide to be a part of this?
Well, Pilolo is actually not a member, but since Derek or the organizers are members of Pilolo as well, we felt like maybe we should support them. And if you check the itinerary or some of the focus of the discussions we had during the social media week, we had Go 3, which is health. So we actually had Deborah to even have a conversation about mental health and how young people, when they are having the right, when they are okay, they can actually volunteer properly to, or maybe when they are in good health condition, they can do whatever business or entrepreneurship that they are into.
So tonight we watched some short films, and it was all about mental health, depression exactly. And how did you feel about it? Do you think as a nation we are talking or we are discussing the mental health topic?
Yeah, I think people are trying to do their best to raise the awareness of mental health. I personally have been going through depression and anxiety and etc. I know a friend who has a very good job, he's okay, but he's going through panic attack. You'll be surprised at what he goes through. Like he goes to work, he feels like he's gonna die or something very awkward is actually happening to him. And he even recommended me to join a Facebook group of people who are going through panic attack, depression, anxiety, etc. And the stories that I read they are just ridiculous, or it's just sad. You get it. So,
Probably someone is watching us who is going through some mental health disorder. What do you have to say to the person?
I think it's okay to be going through that process. Just identify people within the community that can give you help. Seek help. Don't just tell your story to anybody. Even if it's your family and you're not getting the attention, don't die now. There are a lot of people who would care about you. In fact, there are people who will show us more love than the people that we are seeking love from. So that has been my focus ever since I came here. Trust me, other people love us, but because we don't want the love from there, we choose not to see them. We should pay attention to other people around us who would want to connect with us and be there for us as we go through our struggle.
Thank you very much for your time. It's all about the Sane video forum, which is happening live inside iCode office, where the Takrady Library is. And I have these two gentlemen. What's her name?
Evans.
Godwin.
Okay, let me start with Godwin. I'll come to you. What do you make of mental health? Do you think we are doing well? Do you think people are really going through some disorders, or people just want attention?
I can't just say people just want attention, and I can't say they are doing well. It all depends on how we treat them or how we relate to them. It's all about attention, as in we're listening to what they need from us now. That is what I think we should be doing for now.
Okay, let me get to you. Have you ever been through any mental disorder before?
No, actually, but I've seen people who have been in anxiety and depression, and this can gradually lead to mental disorder. And in each day or in each week or in each moment, humans switch back and forth. You can be depressed anytime, and you can get anxious anytime. But it's all about how you deal with yourself and the people you associate yourself with, because mental disorder is something that you can't just say you won't have it or you don't have it. Everybody has a disorder or something else, but it's all about how we treat it, or it's all about how we deal with it. So what I would say is we need to help ourselves. We need to help ourselves, because I know people who are really, really depressed or who are suffering from depression. I know them, but Charlie, we need to help.
So he is saying we need to help ourselves. Do you think it's necessary for you to talk to people about whatever that you're going through, or people are going to stab you in the back, so let me just keep it to myself?
To me, I think it's very necessary. We need to talk. We need to speak out. And you speaking out depends on whom you are speaking to. You can't just talk to any ordinary person. Me, myself, if I'm facing any challenges, I can't just go to a friend whom I think I can't get any help from. Someone is there who's supposed to be doing all those stuff. That is why we are having those psychiatric nurses. So we need to speak out. For that one there, it's a conk. We need to speak out.
Okay, so your last words to someone who is going through depression, anxiety, or any other stuff?
My last word for those people is, I think we need to be cool. It's not about we facing those stuff, or say maybe we should be doing nasty things, unnecessary things. We just need to be calm, and I think it will be good. Yeah.
Your last words?
My last words are when you are depressed or when you are anxious, you need to take it cool. That's what my brother was saying. You need to seek a professional advice or a professional help, because most of them turn out to commit suicide and all those, Charlie. If you die, I need you. So if you die, who am I going to be with?
I need you too.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. It's all about the Sane video forum happening live inside the office of iCode, where the Takrady Library is. And I have with me this beautiful mental health professional, Miss Debbie. How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm good. How has your profession been so far?
Okay, it's been amazing. Because we come up with new cases every day, and we go around creating awareness on mental healthness, educating people who are ignorant about it, and the feedback has been wonderful. So I think it's been amazing.
Did you always want to be a mental health professional?
Okay, not a mental health professional per se, but I wanted to be a health professional because I had a passion to care for people. I think the mental health part came immediately after SHS. That's when I made that decision. Okay.
Okay, so many people always say that mental health is a neglected topic in our part of the world. Why is it so?
Okay, when you look at Africa and Ghana to be precise, you know, we have this negative perception about it because we feel that people who get into these conditions are cursed, or maybe they did something that brought a punishment on them, or maybe, I don't know, we target with different things that sometimes is inexplicable. So when it happens like that, and when we spiritualize it like that, it makes it difficult for people to give it much attention because we think people are getting what they deserve, but this is wrong. So I think we should just reduce the stigma and focus on the main causes, which are diverse.
You are a mental health professional. Do you sometimes go through some mental disorders or maybe depression, anxiety, or anything of that sort?
Okay. Yeah. Anybody who has a brain in his or her skull goes through mental challenges, you know. But it's just that sometimes it's not as severe. The consistency makes it severe. That's if it lasts for 6 months continuous and it affects your social life and your personal being. That's when it becomes a problem. So as a mental health nurse, I go through sadness and other phases of mental health challenges, but I'm able to come out of it.
People mostly don't talk about it when they are going through something mental. Why is it so? And what can we do to make people come to us to talk about these issues?
Okay, I think it is the stigma surrounding it that makes it hard for people to come out to say that I'm this or I'm suffering from this condition. So I think that if you're going through any challenges, now, thanks to God, aside the 3 psychiatric hospitals in Ghana, we also have created psychiatric units or mental health units in most of the general hospitals we have. It could even be a clinic. So you walk to any of these clinics or any of these hospitals, forget about people target mental health units, and just walk there, you know, find a nurse and then share your problem with us, and you're good to go.
Well, I heard professional is saying that walk in there and find a professional and talk. Thank you very much for your
Thank you
time.
too. All right.
I have with me here another beautiful health professional. It seems all the mental health professionals are very cute. Hi,
Hello. Thanks.
how are you?
I'm doing well yourself.
I'm good. Your name?
Barbara Con.
So you are a mental health professional, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Have you always wanted to be a mental health professional? Or you just wanted to be in the health sector, but later on along the line you decided to be a mental health professional?
I'd always wanted to be a nurse, like starting from age 12. I got ill and some nurses really took good care of me. So from then I wanted to be a nurse. But growing up, like after SHS, I had the chance to talk to a family friend who did psychiatry at Ankafo. And he actually talked a lot about psychiatry. So he actually made me have a lot of interest. So everybody was telling me to do other parts of nursing, but I still stood my grounds that I'll do psychiatry.
So along your line of work, what have you realized is one of the most or one of the major causes of mental disorders?
I would say it's the losses and the disappointments we face. Like looking at our world right now, all of us seem to have lost something or suffered a loss, or been disappointed. And then when these factors goes to add to the fact that maybe you have a family history of a psychiatric condition in our family, then these two combine and it's like kerosene and a matchstick. It sets a fire.
How easy is it for someone to get access to a mental health professional? Let's talk about Western region, in this region.
Though we don't have a psychiatric hospital in the Western region, these days it's very easy to get a psychiatric nurse at even a health center. I am working at a health center. Debbie works at a health center as well. So you just walk to the health center. You find a psychiatric nurse or something, or a psychiatric personnel to attend to you anywhere around the region, like any facility at all.
Well, with one of the movies we watched, the second movie actually, you could see that the girl in person was trying to talk to someone, was trying to talk to the family. What message do you have for our families out there?
Like I said here, we shouldn't assume that, oh, we know what she can do, or we know that she's on drugs, so she'll be fine. We know she'll be fine. No, we shouldn't assume. Every individual is different. The way Ajoa would react to a condition is different from what Amma would do. And if Amma reacts by slitting her wrist today, it doesn't mean Amma will slit her wrist tomorrow. Amma might just take drugs, like we saw plenty of her drugs, and then so we shouldn't assume. We should always be on the lookout and watch others.
So your last words to people out there, someone suffering from depression or anxiety or any other mental health issue, what do you have for that person?
The person should please seek assistance. Like, come to us. We are around. Like, talk to us. We don't charge for anything. Just come. Whether you have health insurance or not, come to the facility. Just tell them you want to see a psychiatric nurse or something. Just to talk. Sometimes people think that going to I always say it wherever I go, that it's not wrong to try and see a psychiatric nurse or a psychiatrist or whatever. I am praying for the day that we'll wake up and it will be a normal thing, like walking into the hospital for a general checkup. We pray for a time that people can walk into the health facility and want to talk to a psychiatrist or something without being stigmatized.
All right, thank you very much for your time, and we wish you all the best in your career too.
Thank you too.
Today, we know that psychological distress is substantial among both men and women in Ghana. How well are we treating this issue? Are we neglecting the topic, or we are just focusing on the economy? Well, mental health is also very important. We really have to have a look at that. Today, we came into the office of iCode, where we had the Sane video forum, where we discussed all about mental health, depression, and everything that has to do with mental disorder. Well, I'll leave you here, watch the videos, and make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel at IDSGA TV. And don't forget to get interactive with us on social media, via our social media platforms at IDSGA TV on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. Bye-bye. See you another time.